Dice Company contains fantasy violence, mature themes, and unapologetic bickering. No feelings were hurt in the making of it, but listener discretion is advised. Dice Company will always be free, but it's not free to make. Please consider supporting us on Patreon or Apple Podcasts and get access to our weekly roundtable show Extra Roll. Just follow any of the links in the show notes for this chapter.
Dice Company presents The Call of Cthulhu. It's grim up north. Part 4. The Others. The rain is falling hard on the cliff tops to the north of Roxness. But the figure on the cliffs seems unaware of it, and somehow the fire they stand next to is also ignoring the rain, as a sickly greenish flame continues to burn. Any onlooker would be startled to witness this figure in a flowing robe standing next to the impossible fire, hands raised high, weird syllables emerging from their lips. But there are no onlookers. The nearest people are some 500 yards away, and oblivious to the scene as they scuttle from their car into the shelter of the doorway of a hunting lodge, and the three men begin to fiddle with a set of keys. But wait, there is another figure in this landscape. Stooped and hurrying, they make their way along the hedgerow that lines the drive towards the lodge. As they move, the figure on the cliff spins in their direction. But this must only be a coincidence. In the fading light and the lashing rain, it's not possible. The crouched figure could have been spotted. Parkins, you've heard heavy footsteps.
I'm going to tell the group that I've heard footsteps, what sound like they're coming from the front door, and footsteps that are coming somewhere from the back, so I'm guessing between the study and the pantry.
Well, apparently my mother is an incredible user of black magic, so she'd probably summoned some demons.
She never used to be this way.
Mother!
And as you say that...
God. I prefer to when she was meek. As a woman should be.
Yeah, she's not meek no more.
20s, baby.
Don't sound so pleased about it.
Just for clarification, I do not agree with the Right Honourable Vyvyan's opinion.
So as you say that, but you can hear the front door get obliterated, and steps come towards you, and around the corner you see this large creature, maybe close to 7 feet tall. It's kind of like its greyish green colour with a white belly, and it's shiny and slippery. And the form sort of has a hint of the anthropoid, but its head is like a fish with these bulging eyes, and at the side of its neck are these palpitating gills, and it's got long webbed claws, and it's kind of shambling forward, and you've never seen anything like it before in your life.
The captain immediately stands, draws his Webley and fires, and then looks very confused.
Yeah, so you attempt to draw your Webley, and it is not there. Also, everybody roll for sanity, because this thing should not exist.
It's fine. It's just a very tall, weird-looking man. 44 versus 50.
Oh, success 14 versus 55. Nothing phases Vyvyan Wilmot.
Failure. 86 against 53. I cannot pass one of these when I've the money.
So amazingly, Captain Chumley and the Honourable Vyvyan Wilmot managed to hold it together I guess in a battle scenario, you don't think about what's in front of you. You just deal with it and worry about it later. And Vyvyan, I don't know what you've managed to convince yourself of. Have you got any idea of how you've managed to...
To be honest, I'm mainly thinking about the money that is in my mother's hands that I need to get at the moment. So, and I've spent a lot of time with Crowley, so I guess this stuff is not as surprising as it might be. And I'm also very, very high on heroin at the moment, so...
Well, that certainly would help, or not. Whereas Parkins, you need to roll a d6, please. So that's 4.
Oh.
I think that's just fine. So I have 49 out of 60. So I'm 1 away from meeting my 5th.
There is trouble afoot. Can you describe your order? Vyvyan's probably standing closest to the study door because you've just shut it off, and then Captain Chomodeley, you'd sort of stepped slightly away, hadn't you?
Well, yeah, the captain sort of slumped against the wall, but he's sort of sprung up to his feet now.
And Parkins?
I'm probably cowering at the back, I'd imagine.
That doesn't sound like the place to be. For some clarity then. So you've got the creature coming from the hallway. So the house is on a north-south face. So the parlour is to the south on the corridor where you are. There's a parlour door, which is still currently between you and the creature. At the end of the corridor on the west, there is a window. And then there's obviously the study in front of you. There's the little corridor which would take you between the study and the kitchen. If you're looking at the map, there's a window at the end there. And those would be your options for points of egress. But the creature is charging towards you, and he is going to swing his claws at the first person he sees.
The captain is going to draw his trench knife and be prepared for this thing.
So let's go, what's our dex order? What's everyone's dexterity, please?
Can't imagine it'd be good.
60.
60.
25?
Not great. I don't know how that's happened.
This doesn't sound right. Yeah, that sounds wrong. Because I've got like bad back and I'm old.
Dexterity doesn't always mean jumping around lots. It means like fine tool work sometimes, isn't it? So.
Yeah. The creature isn't going to get any kind of surprise attack because it wasn't being stealthy. It is charging towards you. Parkins, you're the nearest, so you get to act first.
Okay, when I did that find hidden in the study, would I have noticed if there was a window in that room, and was that the one that was broken?
I don't think you would have seen it. It seems reasonable to surmise that there would be a window in the study, because you wouldn't choose to have a study that was just a room without any windows. It wouldn't make any sense. Clementine must have come from somewhere, and that guy must have come from somewhere, so you might not have seen it, but logically...
Yeah, I'm going to shout, "Follow me, guys," and I'm going to run into the study and head for that window, hoping that they follow.
Far be it from me to attempt to sway what you choose to do. You are aware that Clementine is in there, right?
Oh, Clementine's sitting in the study.
Ah, she'll protect him.
Sorry, she locked us out of the study. So I thought it was the other way round.
That's what I was going to do, so...
Crazy bitch.
She's got my money.
Yeah, I'm going to head into the parlour then and head for that door and advise everyone to try and follow me.
I think you're able to kind of duck into the parlour. It's not far away. The door is not far away from where you're standing. So seeing the monster running at you, you scrabble at the door, grab the handle, push it open and kind of tumble in. Vyvyan.
I think I'm probably, despite not going insane, I am probably a bit freaked out by the weird fish creature. I've heard the professor tell me to follow him. I do really want to get that book. So I am going to very quickly bend down to the hole in the door I would have created with the bullets and yell in, "I'm coming for that book, mother, you tin pot Blavatsky knockoff." And then I'm going to rush off and follow the professor towards the parlour.
Yeah, you are able to make it into the parlour as well. But unfortunately for you, Captain Chomodeley, the monster gets to act before you do. And seeing as how you are the closest person, he is going to go for you. So he sprints towards you and swings his clawed hands at your face.
Ah.
Oh, I feel bad now for not scooping up Captain.
So your options, as you may be aware, are: do you wish to fight back or dodge?
Well, I think the captain is actually not too bad at brawling. Probably knows the hopelessness of trying to engage in hand-to-hand combat with something 7 foot tall with giant claws when you yourself have but a small bayonet. So he's going to try and dodge, I think, rather than try and face this thing.
Harry takes the dodge action.
Yep. Okay. So the captain is sort of has a fighting stance of bent knees with the trench knife held like a miniature sword in front of him, and he dodges out towards the left, towards the kitchen, towards the parlour door. Gets a 23 versus 66.
Yes!
Very nice. Very nice.
That is awesome.
Waits until the swing is like committed before he dodges out from underneath.
Venusian Krav Maga. Amazing.
Let me see what my monster is doing. Oh, that is a fail. You do exactly as you describe, Harry. You avoid the monster's lunge and say you're ducking into the parlour.
Yeah, again, the direction of everyone else ran in.
Yeah, so you three are all in the parlour. If memory serves, you didn't light the gas lamps in this room earlier because you didn't go in because you knew it had been settled, or is my memory wrong?
Yeah, okay, then probably not.
Are you carrying any lights still?
We've got torches, don't we?
Yeah.
That's all I've got in my
Are they
possession.
still in any of your hand? Yeah, you were still carrying them, weren't you?
Certainly be in a pocket, Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you dive into the parlour room and your torchlight reveals that this room is pretty much empty. There is a large bay window at the front and a smaller window on the west wall. You hear a crashing sound coming from the back of the house. It sounds like another window being put through, and then the sound of a second set of footsteps.
Same heavy ones as before.
Yeah.
Vyvyan, quickly, my Webley. We don't have time. We need to leave. The car through the window, and he holds out a hand for the Webley.
And I put it in his hand.
Yeah. So the captain starts reloading.
We need to get out of here. The hell are these things?
But yeah, we need them big guns that Chalmers has got in the car.
Okay. I'm going to rush to one of the windows, the one closest to the car, which I guess would be the bay window.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to see if I see if I can open them, or I want to open them quickly, basically.
Give me a luck roll.
God. That is a success, 23 versus 45.
Yeah, you're fortunate in that nobody has got round to securing the windows fully yet. So they're not latched or bolted or anything like that. They are latched but not bolted or anything like that. So you can quite easily turn the latch from the inside and raise the window. Parkins, what are you doing?
Well, I fully intended to get in this room and jump out the window, so I am going to follow the Honourable Vyvyan.
I feel like honourable might be a stretch at this point.
The right honourable.
And Chumley, you are reloading, aren't you?
Yeah, so he's going to keep an eye on the door, basically, and he's going to sort of bring up the rear. So whilst he's reloading, he's done this before in the trenches, so he's going to be walking backwards calmly, and that will be assisted by the massive amounts of morphine coursing through his veins.
And the insanity in his brain.
You're welcome.
I get a sneaky feeling that Captain Chumley might just be an absolute badass.
Walk quietly.
Okay, so with Wilmot opening the window, Parkins on his way, Chumley stepping calmly backwards while reloading. Nobody did anything about securing the door, so the creature opens it.
Oh, as in it opens the door with the door handle.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like that sort of creature since it smashed through the front door.
I just assumed it had like penguin fins or something.
I feel dumb.
But I wasn't like we could barricade it, could we? There's nothing in this room.
No, yeah, you're right. There was a limit to what you could have done. It just amused me that you didn't try.
It's not how Vyvyan rolls.
He bursts through the door, and I think probably you've got time to get a shot away before he is upon you. That's what that's what you'd like
Are
to
the
do.
others out the window, or are they still climbing?
They're in the process.
Okay, yeah, then the captain will snap the revolver shut with a practice movement of one hand, pull the hammer back, and he's going to take aim. He's got a careful, measured aim for the creature.
In the rules of Call of Cthulhu, you're more than welcome to take careful, measured aim, but it will take you around.
Yeah, okay. He takes a hurried, quick shot at snapshot before this thing rushes at him and eviscerates him. In the quick time he has available, he's
before you narrate, which I'd be delighted for you to do, the creature does get to see if he dodges.
okay. Well, that was a 28 versus his 60.
Ooh!
So it's a hard success.
A hard success.
Chummers!
Very nice.
You saucy
Very
fuck.
nice.
Shooting from the hip as well.
Oh, it's like a cowboy.
Now, Vivian, don't get excited.
I'm so excited.
You think you go get to shoot his mum later? So, but
Mother!
I could never shoot Clemmy.
My dodge is not amazing, but let's see. Oh no, that's a fail.
Oh,
So
okay.
Yes.
you get to roll for damage. So you do 1d10 damage.
1d10.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do this. A 3. He's trying to shoot it in the gill.
Yeah, I guess due to the slightly panicked situation and perhaps the morphine still flowing through your veins, you do not get a clean hit. Instead, you get him in the shoulder and you can see him wince as the bullet enters the fleshy area of the shoulder, but he is still coming.
If the other two are blocking the window currently, he's going to circle around to the left to draw it away from them.
Sorry, I'm going to say that's the end of your go, so you're going to have to do that on your next turn.
Okay.
So we'll go back to the top of the round. So the monster is in the room and it's Parkins to act.
do you only get one action?
Yeah, because it's very much like we're sort of going not quite second by second, but everything's happening very simultaneously. So you don't get to do a whole lot on your turn. You can basically choose one key thing that you're up to.
Because now he's like circled back into the room. I would feel bad about jumping out the window. I do want to get to that car and get a rifle though. No, I'm going to stay for one round. So I'm going to get my torch that I've got and I'm going to throw it at the fish-headed monster.
What a hero.
Who throws a shoe? You fight like a woman.
Throws a shoe. It's probably my best chance of doing any damage. Although I do have Brawl 25.
This is an improvised weapon. So I think you need to use your throw skill.
Is there a throw skill?
Yeah, there is.
I should have looked at that first.
I mean,
okay.
it's about as good as your brawl.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to say that because the monster is currently very much focused on Chomodeley, him being the one it's shot in, I'm going to give you a bonus dice.
Okay. Pass 16 against 20.
Oh!
Yes, Professor. That's amazing.
That is a pass.
This is almost as good as that javelin throw the other day.
Again, I get to do my dodge. I'm going to give myself a penalty dice because, as I mentioned, fully engaged with old chummers. So yeah, that is a fail on the dodge. So you've succeeded in smacking the monster with your torch.
I was hoping it would sort of like explode or like flame, something.
So talk me through what your torch is exactly.
So I figured it was like a lantern, you know, like one of those little twizzly knob things, and the flame goes up with a glass around. So I throw it, it hits him, glass shatters, and I'm hoping he gets engulfed in flame.
Okay. So first step, give me 1d6 for damage.
2.
So it is an excellent throw, and you clonk him in the head with this lantern, and it makes a really satisfying thud as it clatters into his forehead. Now give me a luck roll. This is to see whether you're lucky enough that it sets fire to it.
Okay. Oh, that is a huge failure. 91 against 47.
Wow, it's a big failure, but it's not quite a fumble. So he just takes the damage from the lantern, but doesn't set him on fire. You know, he's a fishy sort of chap, so maybe he's a bit on the damp side. So perhaps the lantern was less likely to catch. Very nice turn. Vyvyan, what would you like to do?
I'm going out the window.
Save yourself.
What a hero. What a hero. So yeah, I think I'm not going to make you roll for that. You've got the window open. It's ground floor. You're able to kind of vault over the windowsill and you find yourself in the front garden.
In the pouring rain. I'm going to head towards the car, specifically the boot of the car.
Yeah, so Vyvyan's off and the monster has its turn. And I think it's focusing its anger on Captain Chumley. He's identified you as the main threat. Because you've got the gun, and he's also nearest to you, so he can go for you. So he's going to attack.
But he was wounded in a shoulder, wasn't he? So presumably he's less combat effective. Can I work out, which shoulder did I shoot him in?
Left.
His left shoulder. Okay, so his right arm is going to be the offending one, right? Okay. What kind of reactions can I do? Like, do they have to be ones on the list, or can I...
No, so what you can do when someone attacks you is you've got options. So you can fight back. So like he throws a punch at you, you throw a punch at him, for example, and then whoever has the highest one wins. You can do what's a standard dodge. So you use your dodge modifier, and again he rolls his attack, you roll your dodge, and so it's done by like success versus failure. So if I succeed and you fail, then I win. If you succeed but I fail, then I win. If you're dodging, if it's a draw, then you, the dodger, win.
Yeah.
So you've got a slightly higher kind of window to avoid injury because you're not trying to give injury back, kind of thing. Or you can do what's called a combat maneuver, which is where you do something slightly different to what's being described, and then we work out what skill you would roll against between us, based on what it is you're trying to do.
Okay, well, what the captain's going to do, knowing that this creature is almost certainly going to favour its right, because, as I said, bullet hole in its left shoulder, is he's going to wait for a big, before it had a big clumsy sort of swing, so it was quite aggressive. He's gonna wait for that big clawed right hand to swing at him. He's going to try and duck under it on the left, and place his revolver into its armpit and fire.
Ooh.
He's a good brawler. He understands his ducking and weaving, so he knows a big overhand right, you can duck under it to the left, and his revolver's going to be better than a punch.
Okay. Not 100% certain how the rules deal with this.
I would probably go for, it's more of a brawl thing than a shooting role, in the sense that he's using the gun point blank range. So it's more of either a dodge or a brawling kind of like action.
So I think, my view is, I think you're fighting back, but you're fighting back with a weapon. So there's both a chance that he'll hit you or that you'll hit him. But obviously if you hit him, you'll do significant damage because you'll be at point blank range.
Okay. I was going to say, is it more of a brawl or a handgun roll, in the sense that whilst he's using a gun...
No, that's a good point. Yeah, it's more of a brawl roll.
It's more of a close combat kind of thing.
It's a brawl roll, but we'll do handgun.
I mean, they're broadly the same.
Yeah.
So. Right, I'll go for it.
Go on, chubbers.
Oh, no.
Oh,
So
it's not good. It's a fail. 73.
So, mine is 45 to pass. So that is an 84. So it's a failure on both. So he lunges at you, and while you manage to dodge under his...
Can't he modify? Can't he use his luck to bring it down?
How exactly do you do that?
You'd be spending... so your brawl is 65, right? So, and you rolled a 73, so you're 8 over. So if you wanted to, you could spend 8 luck points to turn that into a success.
I will absolutely do so.
Okay. So you must take 8 from your luck permanently.
Okay, so my luck's 55, so it's going to go down to 47. Done.
Cool. So the creature swings at you. You're able to dodge underneath his arm and, as you say, swing up your Webley under its armpit and fire. So it's 1d10 again.
2 damage.
2. Oh, that's disappointing. You fire the bullet and it obviously goes straight through his armpit and out the other side.
The soggy wet splat.
Yeah, it's really grim. And he doesn't seem to be as hurt as you would have hoped / expected by what you just did.
He's going to shout whilst he's doing this, say, Vyvyan, the shotgun, it's in the boot.
I am 100% getting out the window this time and going to get armed, because that was the only thing I had attack with. So, yeah, I'm going to jump out the window and run to the car.
Okay. Like Vyvyan, you are out the window and on your way across the lawn, leaving Captain James Chumley alone.
He's doing
Sorry,
fine.
James.
He doesn't need us. Exactly.
Vyvyan.
We're just getting his way.
To the boot of the car, open it up, and grab 2 rifles.
Are there 2 rifles in there?
I think he had a array.
Somebody had a shotgun.
I had a
He
rifle.
had like rifles,
Shotgun.
shotguns.
So I'll grab the
all
shotgun
sorts.
and my rifle.
Yeah, I think that's probably about what you've got time to do. So we'll go back into the room where an injured and angry monster is facing down Captain Chumley. Have we gone slightly out of order? I sort of skipped your turn, but you kind of used your turn.
Oh, as in it was the reaction to the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels like it might be unreasonable to give you another go after that.
Yeah. So unreasonable.
You will sit there and take the fish slap.
I should let you have another turn because that was a clever response to an attack. So, yeah, it's now your turn, Captain Chumley.
Okay, so just dodging its right right arm coming down. He's on the creature, sort of like beside the creature, almost behind it. So drawing his trophy German bayonet knife in his left hand, he's gonna stab it into the back of the knee of the creature, and then he's gonna try and escape. So trying to hobble it basically.
So I think the creature is gonna fight back. So I think as you try to plunge your knife into the back of its leg, it's going to try and reach down and grab your wrist. So it's more opposed rolls.
Okay, right, this is definitely brawl again, isn't it? Okay, that's a hard success. A 17 versus his 65.
Oh yeah, sorry, my roll has just gone weird.
Well, you rolled a 79.
Did I? This thing's useless, isn't it? So yeah, that's a hard success for you versus a failure for me. So yeah, you have succeeded in plunging your knife into its leg.
He'll give it a twist.
You can roll a... I think that's a D6.
D6.
Memory
Okay,
serves.
that's only a 3 again. This thing's incredibly tough. It's like a shark just made out of cartilage.
The creature screams as the bayonet goes into the back of its calf. It's an absolutely terrible sound. But yeah, you feel the knife slip in between the tendons, and you know that you've achieved your goal. You're certainly going to have slowed it down. And so you're going to start trying to head for the window as well, are you?
Well, I'm very aware that I'm behind it now, and it opened the door, and I believe it smashed down the front door as well. Can I see a clear way to just run out the front door to the car that's parked outside?
So you want to, you're looking through the parlour door.
It means I don't have to like try and dodge past this thing again. I could just run straight.
Yes, but as you look into the corridor, you see another of these horrific creatures, and you realise...
Change of plans. I'm going to the window.
You realise what the sound of the breaking glass a few seconds earlier was. It was a second one coming in through the back window. It roars as it sees you and starts pursuing you back into the room. And as you go through... I take it you go through.
Yeah, I'm going to almost swan dive through the window.
Okay. But the first creature, the injured one, while it's not moving quickly, you have to pass it close enough that it is going to have an attack at you.
Okay, right. Captain is going to dodge rather than try and fight back this time.
Wise.
So the captain, fueled by terror, has an extreme success and rolls a 5.
Wow.
I can't believe how badly I'm rolling tonight.
So he's going to go for a leaping like a salmon through the window, but then tucking and rolling just before he hits the ground.
Well, you managed to achieve that extraordinarily. All your old battlefront experience comes to the fore as you land safely on the grass outside the window.
With the solid knowledge that he's definitely going to regret that tomorrow, but for the moment he's okay.
Yeah. So you've got one creature in the parlour and the other in the hallway. So the creature in the parlour is coming towards the window, and the one in the hallway is heading for the remains of the front door. And so both creatures have 50
hit points?
No, 50 decks. Sorry, for their like initiative order. The second one, you now realise as you land on the ground, appeared to be carrying some sort of trident. Just saw Shovel's face. So, I think we're back at the top of the round. So, Aloyicius Parkins, you have made it to the vehicle. You see Vyvyan Wilmot with a shotgun and a rifle in his hands and a slightly wild expression.
Better with a handgun than I am with either of those things. So I'll probably take the shotgun for now. Ask if I can have the shotgun on Vyvyan. Of course. And I will hopefully change that with Chummers like after. But yeah, I'm just going to point it directly at the house at the moment.
And Vyvyan, how about you?
So, having handed the shotgun over, I pick up the rifle, make sure that it's loaded and cocked, ready to fire, and with my hands shaking in the pouring rain, I kind of lift it up and aim at the window that we just jumped from, waiting to see any movement, and then I'll pull the trigger.
Very nice. Shovels, just to clarify, you said you were aiming it roughly at the house. I think, are you aiming at the window or the door?
I'm probably going to be aiming it at the door, thinking that them fish things are not going to be able to get out the window, and Chalmers has got that sorted out anyway. So yeah, I'll probably aim it at the front door.
Good stuff. So it is the monster's turn. The first monster you see appearing at the window, it's not moving as fast as it was earlier, but it's still coming, and it hauls itself over the window pane in pursuit of Captain Chumley, who it appears to be not especially pleased by. Seconds later, you see the second monster, perhaps even bigger than the first, and holding the trident in its hand. He appears in the doorway of the house, and he is also charging towards you, and he is moving rapidly. Chumley, you have just dived through the window, so I think you're kind of on your hands and knees on the lawn, but you've got time to act before the monster is upon you.
So I don't think Chumley really has seen it yet. So
no, probably not.
He's going to do a dead sprint for the car. He's thinking now it's time to try and escape. So he's going to be from like a sprinter's crouch and just
Yeah, so you start sprinting towards the car. And so Vyvyan, through your rifle sights, you see this all take place. Chumley dashing towards and past you, and the monster appearing just past the windowsill.
Can I take a shot?
Can take a shot. And you can even have a bonus die because you set yourself with aiming at the window.
Yes!
I'm assuming you're aiming for the guy who's following Chumley.
Hell yeah! Not the bloody fish king.
Where's Augustus when you need him?
Here we go. Oh, it's not great.
Bonus die?
18. Oh yeah, bonus die.
Oh.
Hard success. I think.
Success.
29 versus 60.
Yep. Still got a chance on the dodge. I mean, not with the way I've been rolling, but it's that is fail on the dodge.
Oh. Damage of a rifle?
Found a thing with some people with a bolt action rifle, and they get 2d6 plus 4. So
swish. That is 7 damage. Really poor.
No, that is not poor. That's not poor in Call of Cthulhu. 7.
No, but it's poor based on the strength of the weapon.
So you actually, why don't you tell me a story?
Yay! Oh my god! That might be the first time anyone's actually asked me to do that. So even with the rain kind of pouring down and slightly obscuring my vision, I'm holding the rifle, my hands are shaking, and I can see old Chummers on all fours in a sprinter's pose as this weird fish creature clambers out the window. And through the sight, I focused specifically on one of its bulbous eyes. And with a slight jerk, just very faintly to the right, I fire. It hits it square between its bulbous eyes, and the back of its head just explodes out as it collapses to its knees and then onto its front, dead.
Very nice indeed. You're going to think this is mean, but also, I think that's a sanity roll.
That's fine. I am rolling so hot at the moment. Nothing can stop me.
Oh,
it's a failure. 73.
Talked yourself into
73
that,
versus
didn't you?
55.
Ouch. I mean, I think that would be quite a thing to do, to encounter a monster you're struggling to believe is really of this earth, and then to blow a hole in its head. Give me 1d4 plus 1, please.
3.
Good. So what's your overall sanity looking like now?
So it's 55. So if I take 3 off, it's 52.
And that is not... You're still well away from a troublesome number on that front.
Yeah. I just sort of start crying a bit. Just like literally weeping. But I'm trying to wipe the tears out of my eyes because I realise we're in danger.
Just glad I was looking at the door. I don't think my little brain could handle that.
just
Turn the shotgun on myself.
falls into a... Professor, no! Mother!
I feel like that was preemptive from Chris to make sure that I don't land him with any sanity rolls.
Yeah.
Purely luck.
I'm aiming at the floor.
Got my eyes fixed
Yeah, I'm just looking down the barrel of the gun.
in this direction. Cannot see that. Okay, and it is Parkins' turn.
Okay, seeing that he's just killed one of the fishies.
Oh, you saw it.
Sorry. No,
You saw it, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Shit.
But I figured we are probably looking to leave, so I'm probably going to jump in the car, the driver's seat, and turn the engine on and get it ready.
Yeah, the keys are above the sunscreen, as is traditional.
Of course. First place I look.
So you're abandoning the battle. It makes it sound bad. I don't mean it to sound bad. You're choosing to...
I'm probably going to actually run over that other... If the other fish does come out, I'm probably going to run it over.
Okay. So you're getting in the driver's seat.
Let's see how my driving is.
So just to quickly recap, we've got... Chumley's made it into the car?
Chumley's certainly
Right.
running to the car. That's what he's going to do next, yeah.
Right, yeah. Chumley's on his way to the car. Parkins is behind the driver's seat, and Vyvyan is holding a pose after blowing the head off a horrible fish thing, a manly tear in his eye. And it is the monster's turn, and he is through the door, and I think he probably can't make the gap between himself and you, but I think he probably can throw his trident at you.
Who's he throwing the trident at?
He's throwing the trident at you.
Oh, shh.
I mean, isn't a fish holding a trident kind of a bit like... That's the thing that's used on fish.
He's got a fish's head. He's not all fish.
He stole that from the King of Atlantis for he come ashore.
Does seem a little bit like a whale holding a harpoon as a weapon, you know. Is that really the win you choose?
What are you doing? I take it you're dodging, Dom. You can't really fight back. That is a pass.
Okay, so this is where TTRPGs and storytelling come into conflict, because obviously what I want to do is the thing that is most effective for me not getting skewered by a fucking trident. But I do sort of feel like my guy would probably still be stood holding the rifle looking at the window. So I sort of feel like I wouldn't see a trident being thrown at me. Because
I mean, it's a giant fish monster. It's not exactly subtle, is it?
yeah, but I'm looking down the sight of a gun at the window.
Yeah, but it's not like a telescopic sight. At this point, they're going to be iron sights, so you do get a good view side to side.
Okay, I'll dodge then.
I think what I'd say is he throws it at you, and you're kind of looking down the sight, and as it's kind of coming towards you, you see it at the last minute, so you've got the opportunity to kind of glance it away with using your rifle rather than
Okay,
ducking out of it.
cool. So dodge roll then, yes? Oh, good lord. That is 69 versus 30.
Impaling.
I mean, is that...
Not great. You do get hit by the trident, I'm afraid. That's 4 damage.
Okay.
How many hit points have you got?
That's a good question. 11. So down to 7.
Where should we say it hits you? I think that's a fairly significant injury, isn't it?
Thing is, tridents are big, aren't they? So if it's hitting me, it's like that doesn't feel like a glancing blow. Considering
No.
the
I think it's getting you in the thigh.
oh, like fucking Ace Ventura.
Oh. I think it's better than the stomach.
Yeah, a lot better than the stomach. I thought that was quite generous. So I think that
Hopefully it's not
yeah,
barbed.
he hurls the trident at you.
It's like,
And-
don't give him ideas, Harry.
You just don't see it in time down the sight of your rifle. You see it in your peripheral vision, but too late, and it embeds in your thigh.
Like the central tine
doesn't-
or one of the side
One of the
tines?
side tines. It doesn't appear to have struck the artery there, so
It's like, fuck.
you're not in kind of immediate danger. But it is incredibly painful, and you might be a little slowed by it. I think it's fair to say, although disagree if you like, you instinctively grab it and pull it out, and
100%.
chuck it to one side, just to kind of make sure that you can, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is a nasty one. And Chomodeley, what would you like to do?
So Chomodeley was trying to like open the car door and get into the car before the professor runs us all over in his desperation to escape. But I think seeing a man down, a man hit behind him, is part of his squad. He's got to go back, and so he's going to go back, grab Vyvyan, and try and lug him into the car, into the back seat, and then get in himself before the professor runs us all over in his desperation to escape.
It's a good chance that would happen.
Who's the main enemy here?
No, I just mean I'm not very good at driving.
No.
So I think it's fair to say that in your turn, you've got time to haul open the back door and bundle Vyvyan into the back seat, and you're preparing to dive in after him. But you're going to have to do that on your neck go.
I see. How far away is the monster?
He is closing the ground fast.
Thank you, chummers.
Parkins. So you've got Vyvyan. Would you have seen him catch his injury? You might well have done. You've got a wounded Vyvyan. Well, you can tell from the noise that he's making, I expect, that something has happened to him.
It's wounded my leg.
You can see that Chomodeley's not quite in yet, but you are behind the wheel of the car.
How far is the fish-headed monster away from me?
Let's say the car is parallel to the house, yeah? So you're on the driver's side, so you're on the far side. So the monster, you're closer to the house, Chomodeley. So you've shoved Vyvyan across to, like, the rear driver's side passenger seat, and you're about to get in the passenger side at the back. So the monster is kind of like diagonal to you, to your left, Parkins. So he's not going to come round in front of the car. He's going to cut across diagonally because he's aiming for the back seat.
Okay, in which case then I'm not going to drive cars. I'll probably just crash it, or run Chomodeley over probably. So I'm going to roll down the passenger side window, and I'm going to have a shot at the fish with my shotgun.
I'm trying to work out if you've got time to do that within your turn, to roll down the window and shoot.
As the owner of the car, I'd hate to say he could just smash the window with the rifle, with the shotgun barrel. It's probably not toughened safety glass like nowadays.
I just didn't want to shoot through it. I'm happy to break it. I just didn't want to shoot the shotgun through it.
I don't think you've got time to lean over, roll down the window, sit back up, aim, shoot. But yeah, I think if you could like
Poke the shotgun through.
if you could raise it, smash it straight through
Yeah.
and fire, I think that would be all right.
I'm going to do that. It's not going to come off anyway, but yeah,
That's the
we'll give it a
spirit.
go.
I hate to be unkind, but I think I'm going to give you a penalty die because it sounds like you're doing quite a speedy maneuver. You're not kind of setting up your aim. You've got a moving
The
target.
shotgun fires backwards and blows Parkins' head off.
This is going to be some roll.
What's
if
his
this comes
skill
off
with
as well.
shotguns?
Come on, Professor.
Oh,
15.
Oh,
good God.
shit.
Okay, 12.
Oh, the penalty die might be quite significant here.
Oh, yeah. Okay, it is a massive, massive failure of 84 against 15.
Okay, you're okay. You well, roll your penalty die as well. Okay, so that's that is. I mean, that's a failure. Failed my dodge. Yeah, so you try that. You smash the window with your shotgun and fire wildly. It just whizzes past his head. It's not even close, I'm afraid.
The whiz past his head and he heard it. I'd count that as a success.
So I have been roughly thrown into the car by chummers. I've heard a shotgun blast and a broken glass and then a shotgun blast, and I'm in excruciating pain, crying manly tears, still clutching my rifle. Chummers is outside of the car though. I'm like absolutely losing my mind in panic and fear and pain, and realizing that the only way to survive this is to get the fuck out of here. I'm going to overcome the pain, reach out of the car, grab Chummers and drag him into the car, holding him in like a tender embrace, and then I'm going to yell at Parkins to punch it. Yeah, but in 1920s parlance. Make the car go broom broom, Parkins!
That is contemporary.
When you said you thought the only way to survive was to get out of here, I genuinely thought you were about to ditch it. I was so sure of it.
I was thinking that, but
Yeah. Open the window and it's only because he's been stabbed in the thigh that he's not running away.
well, I can't like medicate myself. I can't fix my own wound. But Chumley, he knows what he's doing.
What are you on about? You've been medicating yourself the whole time.
Oh, I can numb the pain. I just can't fix the wound. It was a toss-up between dragging him into the car, telling you to drive without him to leave him behind, or just taking a load of heroin. So
I'm going to make you roll for this. I am going to have you do you can do a strength roll, but I will give you a bonus die because I'm assuming that Chumley isn't going to resist this.
No. I mean, Chomodeley is trying to get in the car.
It's just a question of speed, really, like whether you managed to get him in before.
I don't think he's taking speed at the same time as you. That seems like too much to...
I took that about 5 minutes ago. That is a 20 versus 35 for a success. Yeah! Come on, Chummers!
Good.
Give us a
Very
couple.
good.
You got a bonus die as well.
I've got a bonus as well. Sweet. Yep. It's 20.
Not taking that.
35.
So you managed to grab Chumley and haul him into the car.
Could I spend 3 luck to turn that success into a hard success?
Does that have any impact?
I'm guessing it must have some kind of impact, maybe to do with the speed.
So
or
I think I'm
like-
going to say if you make it a hard success, what I'll say is that somehow as you're doing it, Chumley works out what's going on and he has the presence of mind to pull the door behind him and slam it shut as part of the movement.
Yeah, in that case, I'm definitely going to spend 3 luck to make it a hard success so that we're in with the door closed. Parkins, brum brum.
We're in the car. You can't run us over now.
It's the monster's turn. Parkins is in the driver's seat, but he's got his shotgun up out of the window. I'm trying to decide what's kind of fair in terms of what Monster's able to achieve in the time. I think he is going to leap across and he's going to try and grab the barrel of your shotgun because it's protruding out of the window.
And I try and dodge this.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's going to be a brawl action from the monster's point of view because he's trying to grab it to basically smack you in the face with it. I have failed.
I'll success on the dodge as well.
Hey.
Very nice. So the monster lunges at your shotgun, which is still sticking out the window, but you manage to whip it away in time to prevent him from getting any kind of grip on it. He is by the passenger door though, and it's Parkins' turn.
Because now he's right there, and he just went to grab his shotgun, and I moved it back. It almost seems like I can't miss this shot, but I'm going to use my sensible head. I'm going to put the gun down, and I'm going to try and literally start the car so hard that I'm actually like starting it with like a wheel spin.
Well, you already started the car engine, didn't you, before?
Yeah, okay. So basically, I'm going to lock the wheel, full rev it, release the clutch, and try and spin the arse end out, basically.
Oh, so you're trying to like almost like fishtail it, so you smack him as you go by.
That's right.
Does he have the drive skill to back this up?
I don't think so.
Oh no!
Come on!
But bonus points for saying fish now.
Yeah. Very apt. Right, go for it. Give me a drive roll.
Ooh, okay, that is a failure. 28 against 20.
You could totally luck that into...
I am definitely lucking that. So I'm going to spend 8 luck points, which brings me down to 39. Oof, great.
Okay.
Burning luck points kind of feels like permanently aging yourself.
Yeah.
Well, it is a success. 19 against 20.
Very. You only take it down to 20 matches.
Oh, okay.
It wins.
I'm going to add a luck point back on.
Because you're using the vehicle as a weapon, the monster is going to get dodge.
I think we're happy if it dodges out of the way, aren't we? I think.
That is a success. So,
Ooh.
yeah, you from absolutely nowhere, Professor Aloyicius Parkins manages to pull out this ridiculous bit of driving trickery as he attempts to slam the monster as he pulls away with the rear of the vehicle. But the monster is able to roll away just in time and avoid the car as it accelerates away down the drive. And as you speed along the gravel
towards the main road, panicky, bloodied, uncertain of where it is you're even going. We will end it there. It's Grim Up North starred Chris O'Connell as Professor Aloyicius Parkins, Tom Patrick as the Honourable Vyvyan Wilmot, and Harry King as Captain James Chumley. Dave Windust was the Keeper of Arcane Lore. It's Grim Up North used Call of Cthulhu 7th edition rules, published by Chaosium and written by Mike Mason and friends. If you enjoyed this podcast, why not check out our main campaign, Small Embers, or our mothership series, Dark Star, the galaxy's local service provider. To find these feeds, just search for Dice Company, wherever you get your podcast. The humans of Dice Company would like to thank the following sweethearts for their support. J. Hilda von Greenhorn. M. Corey Mack. Dave Patterson, Boy Genius. Sepulchre Stennett. Marky B. Jenny the War Camel. Stephen Sikora. Nori Gosler. Mickey Arnold. Happy Daddy Scotty. Tika. Rabbi Camel. Team #StayToxic. Path Pursuit. Paris Picard. Julia Zeno. Shovels. Queenie. And an extra special thanks to our members of the Council of the Rojan. The Red Right Hand. Shelby Cat, purveyor of exceptional dice. S.J. Phionics. Zeus Legion. Richard Ungermas. Mama Strange. Axel Runholm. And Chris from North London.
Thanks for listening. Please consider supporting Dice Company on Patreon, where for the price of a cup of coffee you get access to a whole other show, Extra Roll, as well as an ad-free listening experience. The Dice Company Discord server, along with our socials, can be found on our link tree in the show notes. If you enjoyed this chapter, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to recommend us to your friends. If you didn't like it, recommend us to your enemies. And we'll see you next time on Dice Company.